Hey everybody, this is the first time I'll be doing tips via voice, so enjoy. So right here we've got a box base that I'm sure many have seen before, and yeah, it's got a double poison setup just like most bases at Town Hall 16 and Legends these days. So it is possible to do a queen charge at the Town Hall, but there's an easier crack for this specific base because like the scatter shots don't have like mortar or hero protection as well. So we can just have a simple funnel with the mortar, with the flame finger and the warden on each side of the base at the bottom. And because of the merge defenses, some people will have like holes in their base, so it's like really easy to check for Teslas and skeleton traps as well. So we're just gonna like wait for a while, and we'll just drop the Yeti to tank the mortar when it's needed. Until then, we can just let the warden walk around. We just want to clear the entire compartment so that our smash can actually go through in between just perfectly without wandering off to the sides, and our wall breakers can also like proceed deeper into the core with no problems whatsoever. So yeah, you can also see how I dropped the archer behind the flame flinger to have like a cleanup kind of thing going on right behind the flame flinger, so that makes it easy to actually complete the entire funnel in time. And yeah, let's just wait for the funnel to kind of like finish, and we'll get going after that. So yeah, you want to get that air defense on those corners. If you're ever starting near one, it'll be like easy for your healers to keep going without taking any damage. And you can notice how I'm like finishing the funnel with the heroes, and the smash comes right in between. As usual, skeleton spell to just like tank the monolith, and we can just push. Now over here you'll see that I don't place my jump spell perfectly in the middle. You'll see that I like position it a little bit to the left side so that it forces the flame flinger to go to the right scatter shot. And if our smash goes to the left scatter shot, then there'll be nothing left on the base except for the Town Hall, and that forces everybody to eventually go back up. And you'll see that soon right over here. Yeah, so now like the rage borders are just going to like destroy everything in the core. They're going to like remove the scatter shot, everything behind it. Yep, that entire compartment is gone. So we can easily just deploy the RC as well pretty early. And we have like just one more rage to go, but it's fine. Like we've destroyed like everything in the middle of the base, and we can just get going, like march right into the Town Hall, no problems whatsoever. And I think around now even our flame flinger should be there to support us from the bottom, and yeah, the base just dissolved in no time. But I think what really made this attack work was the jump positioning over there. So it was good that I cleared the compartment at the very start as well, so none of the borders kind of backtracked, and everybody just kept pushing forward rather than leaking outside the base. Yeah, this base is just a done deal. It is an easy pickup for us. Yeah. Alright, next one is another box base as well, but it's kind of having a very weird isolated Town Hall compartment. And I'm gonna do something very interesting over here. I'm gonna kind of like sacrifice my flame finger to make it easy to get to the Town Hall. You can see like there's a clear detachment between where the Town Hall is located and with the rest of the base. So what I usually like to do on bases that have this kind of an isolated setup where it's easy to pick up like a X-bow and a scatter shot early before triggering the rage tower, I just literally queen charge the X-bow and the scatter shot. It's like no problem whatsoever. Yeah, you can see like there's a red mine farm over here because it's like such a common entry. But yeah, like we can like pick up the X-bow, no problem. And the queen will just march right into the scatter shot. I'm just gonna drop the king as well over here to make sure that the queen kind of sticks to the core. Now you'll notice my timing was a bit off on like the wall breaker. So the queen, I was hoping that she would like step closer to the multi-inferno and grab it before she walks on, but I dropped my wall breaker a little bit late, and that's gonna cause like some problems for us over here. But it's no problem. Like I'm just gonna keep marching through the base. It's gonna just be like a spammy style attack, and you can see I've like already knocked off the entire left side of the base over here. While the flame finger is just going away at the Town Hall as well, but like these infernos in the core are gonna like remain As they're just going to be standing up for a while, but like we're just rotating around the entire base, basically on the style of base, and just targeting the rage towers as early as possible, and getting them out of the way. And yeah, you can see that I'm just trying to like deal with the infernos now that I've taken care of, like the main areas on the periphery of the base. Sadly, my ice golem stole my healer, so I'm just trying to take advantage of it over here, and I'm trying to transfer them onto the RC. Yeah, now it was a very spammy style of an attack, but what really started this attack well was the queen charge at the beginning. Like we removed the entire left half of the base, and the core is isolated anyway, so we can make sure that we just clear enough buildings that we have some support from the RC to go towards the core, and our entire smash can just rotate around the base, take advantage of like the void compartments, and keep rotating around the base. And we still have our dig A, we still have our queen ability, everything is still fine over here. And the town hall is going to be the last one to drop, and that's not a problem for us at all. Yeah, that's a done deal for this box base. So yeah, you can see over here how they were like void compartments. We just took advantage of them, and we go to the next one. Okay, I think this base is also pretty common in Legend League. Pretty easy to handle this style, but you can see like the expos are not in the places that they usually are. They've got two expos beside the eagle, but that should not be too much of a problem because of the weakness of approaching from the monolith. Like we have the enemy heroes, we have the enemy CC, we have clean access into the town hall. We're going to pull the poison towers also relatively early, and honestly, like the bowlers can deal huge splash to the infernos as they bounce on the town hall buildings, which make an easy cleanup for our queen. So we'll just have that going. Like we're just gonna have like a warden funnel, and we're gonna have like a flame flinger funnel. Nothing complicated over here on this one, and we're just gonna like rush the monolith because like it's perfect for a skeleton spell. Honestly, we can tank all the enemy heroes, we can tank the monolith, and we can even distract the CC for a bit. So it's a really good spot for a skeleton spell and a poison spell, which we're gonna completely take advantage of. And once again, I'm gonna follow up behind my flame flinger as it cleans up buildings, so that will complete the funnel on the right side of the base as well, and then we can get going. Yeah. So yeah, I cleared the inner corners on both sides with the help of the flame flinger and the warden, and now we're ready to just push through. And you can see it's like super duper easy to just push through because the poison's covering everything, the enemy heroes, the CC, we got a skeleton spell tank in the monolith, and now you're gonna just look at how the bowlers melt the entire core. It's not even a joke. It's like the base is gonna like literally melt in like maybe 10 seconds right now. Just keep them raged up, keep an eye on your bowler's HP, make sure to pop your warden in case they are dying, even if the town hall hasn't gone down yet. It's completely fine because sometimes your healers can keep up, and while they're raged up, they can easily melt the entire core of the base. And like yeah, as I was saying, the entire core is practically melted. My heroes are mostly going around the top arc of the base, so you'll see I kind of send the RC to deal with whatever is lagging behind on the right side instead, and this should be an easy cleanup for like the combination of the queen walk and the royal champion. So yeah, this guy's actually changed his traps also over here. That's really cool of the defender. Like that could stop some attacks, but luckily our push into the base from this angle is so strong because of the high value skeleton spell and the poison at the start. So if you can identify like such optimal user of skeleton spells, you're usually really good to go for your rest of the attack, and it doesn't matter even if you make mistakes. It's a done deal. We've still got our queen and RC alive, and there's like nothing left on the base now. Yeah, on to the next one. So this is another anti-2 style base. I think we're going to see quite a few of these, at least for a while, but that should be no problem. The core is pretty stacked. There's not much for us to do. Once again, we've got the monolith at a good position with the eagle, so that's a nice early pickup that we can get. The left side has the warden statue, and the right side, I guess yeah, so I'm going to be using the warden on the right and the flame flinger on the left side to just create the same type of funnel that we did in the last one. But we're going to have to be a bit more strict with our spell usage, because the enemy heroes are along the top side of the base, and we've even got like some multi-infernos over there. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. Try to save on to some resources for the back end if you can. But yeah, as usual, nothing different from what we did last time. Just drop the flame flinger, the warden. Make sure to use your smaller troops like your barbarians and your archers to clean up after the flame flinger. That should finalize the funnel. And there's not much else to really do on this base. We just gotta wait for that funnel to be created. We can start looking at what buildings kind of get left behind. So you can see I dropped the Yeti over here because flame damage is not going to reach that at all. So be sure to get those funnels in really early, so it will help your heroes, bowlers, everybody just like walk right into the core of the base. Yeah, we're moving. So you can see like most of the damage over here is point defense damage. Like this is a scatter shot, the expose, no problems at all. So I'm gonna freeze the town hall over here because I saw the ice golem was there behind it. That ice golem just got stuck with the town hall, no problems whatsoever. And now we can deal with the ice golem separately much after the town hall has actually fallen. And you can see how I start freezing up the infernos along with the enemy heroes. And I still have one rage. I'm gonna hold on to this last rage for a little bit, so I can have like a nice queen charge going through the core of the base. It will help me handle the enemy heroes as well. So you can see like I use it pretty late. Like I did not try to save any of my bowlers. I'm just trying to prioritize placing it so that I can deal with the enemy heroes on the back end. And now my royal champion and the flame flinger yetis can hopefully clean up the rest of the base. And I still got one headhunter, so that's actually pretty helpful for me too. But I guess they've just they've just nerfed enemy heroes so much that I guess I didn't need to use it at all. But we should be fine. It's very light defenses all around the corner. RC is still pretty healthy. She's still got her ability to go. No problems. Like you just got to identify where the threats remain on the back end of the base, and what a good starting point is for your bowlers to go through on anti-stews like this. So if you've got like a tough back end, it's better to like save on resources to help your royal champion maybe. And it's okay to let your bowlers die sometimes. It's better to have a nice queen charge going and have dedicated healing just to her. Yeah, that's it for this specific base. We move on to the next one again. Yeah. Diamonds like this, I think I've talked about in the past, where we've got like a rage tower behind the town hall, and we've got like side by side scatter shots, and usually like enemy heroes protecting the scatter shots as well. So I didn't if you've seen my previous videos, you'll notice I always like have a warden walk going for one of the two scatter shots, and I will usually try to grab the area behind the town hall with my flame finger. So that makes the job for my RC very easy. There's usually a lot of traps hidden around this area, skeleton traps, Teslas, and that multi-inferno just makes it impossible to get a headhunter for the king at the end of the attack. So I just like to have the flame finger go for the area right behind the town hall. And yeah, so if you see that funnel that we're creating over here, we just have a warden creating one side of the funnel on the scatter shot, and I'd want to push my bowlers from the far end of the base towards the town hall to get like maximum possible coverage over the entire base. So what we're going to do is I'll talk about it in a bit, but for the time being we're going to like try to protect our flame flinger. So you'll see over here I try to pull the king a bit away from the range of most of the defenses, and just the yeti, a headhunter, and a wizard. That's like enough. It's like more than enough for handling the enemy king. The only problem with this approach is it requires a lot of multitasking. You can see I almost lost my warden right then, but yeah, we barely caught him in time. And so this one's going to be a queen funnel for obvious reasons, there's like a lot of trash outside, and it's just easier. Like she has the range to help the bowlers. She is quick because of her damage potential as well. It's definitely worth it to let her roam around on the outside. We just gave her one ice golem to deal with that initial damage. We're gonna preserve her ability all the way until she roams around to the second scatter shot that's there beside the enemy queen. And now you can look, like the funnel is amazing. There's no chance that the bowlers are gonna walk out. We're gonna spam our wall breakers towards the core, and the queen is just gonna keep funneling. Now the enemy CC is actually gonna help us keep our bowlers stuck to the core over here. So the queen's job is done for funneling. We just gotta time this jump right. Just make sure the bowlers take out the entire core, and the queen's just gonna keep walking as well. So there's like no worries at all. Yeah, the entire area behind the town hall is gone. The bowlers just have to remove the town hall in the expo, and that's it. There's nothing left in this base. It's just we have our queen with her ability, and we still have our royal champion. She can join the queen from the left scatter shot. Yeah, bowlers are still going pretty strong in the core, but those healers are eating a lot of red mines, so they should probably go down soon. Oh no, never mind. But yeah, there's not much really left on this base. So if removing the area behind the town hall usually works on these bases, but I expect bases of that type to reduce slowly because of the rage tower nerf. But in the case that you do end up finding them, this is definitely a strong approach to go for. I guess this is in the middle of a diamond and a teaser base. So for teaser bases, I usually just honestly, I just like queen charge the town hall. It's free. It's you'll get all the skeleton traps right at the very beginning of the attack. There's nothing to worry about for the late, like the back end, because most of the damage is concentrated near the town hall. So you just gotta find a good spot for your flame finger somewhere on the opposite side of the base. It doesn't matter where. It can be at 6 o'clock, it can be at 9, 3, but make sure it's kind of away from your smash. So we're just gonna straight up just charge the town hall. Like it's just gonna be the very first thing we're gonna grab, and then we're gonna slowly start walking right into the damage, and you're gonna see how this is gonna work out for us now. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna like kind of create a funnel with my king as well, and we're gonna just immediately like join in right into the core of the damage with our bowlers. There's not much to do over here. You just gotta wait for the town hall poison to fade, and once the bowlers join in, it's like literally free. There's no resistance at all to the bowlers. You can see that right over here. They walk right in. There's not much else to do, and we've got a nice jump spell as well, because we've already handled most of the damage. So what comes up ahead is just bowlers bouncing right like outwards across the entire base. It's like we're breaking it from the most like weak side, you could say. Like we're punching right through the gut of the core, and what's left on the back end is mostly just trash buildings like elixir storages, cannons, character and stuff like that. So there's not really much else to do at this point. If you can just get the town hall down early and you pull most of the traps, it's a done deal. Like there's nothing else that can stop your bowlers after you queen charge the town hall, and just push your bowlers right into most of the damage. Especially with the poison nerf now, it's going to be very easy to do this approach. So yeah, pretty easy pickup. We've still got an entire minute left on the clock. It's super quick because there's no need to create a crazy funnel or anything. You can just punch right through the gut, and it's a done deal. We've got an anti-3 style base over here. There is no symmetry on these, and overall they just try to create really weird pathing throughout the entire base, but that's fine. Let's try to break it down right here. So you can see that the eagle is kind of like just left exposed, and it's got a multi-inferno right below it as well. So we're going to take full advantage of that with our flame finger 100%. And this multi-inferno right over here is also kind of reachable pretty easily, right next to the warden statue. So I guess we can begin our warden walk over there. These are like great pickups for us. Like the flame finger is gonna handle one inferno with the eagle. The warden's gonna pick up that very easily reachable multi-inferno. Looking at these weaknesses on the base, we're going to have to shape up the rest of our attack around this now. So we have a few options for like pathing around the entire base. So yeah, I'm just going to remove that mortar over there with the Yeti real quick, just so the flame finger never has to deal with it. And now I don't really have much of an option. I can't really go where the flame finger is because that area has like no buildings left, and the only option left is to go through the enemy RC. And you can see the walls are really weird, and so the funnel is kind of strict. And you can see I'm gonna start like clearing buildings to enable myself to start going that way. I think it'll be better to have like a queen funneling over here, but there's a bit of damage, so I think we're gonna require a bit of tanking. Yeah, like these Teslas are popping up as well, so I think if we time our heroes correctly, we can have like a queen funnel going while the king takes some damage. But yeah, I think we can also take advantage of the enemy RC's location. Like she's just gonna pull us right into the base with the bowlers. So yeah, you can see we're just gonna kind of spam everything right into her. Nothing to worry about. Everything is just gonna immediately target her. Yeah. And if we can push our king further near the core faster than the queen does, like you can even see I invested a rage for the queen just to have our unicorn healer up quickly, and we should be all good to go. Yeah, like now the bowlers are punching right through the core, and you can see like I'm trying to take advantage of that void compartment because it's like right next to the town hall as well. But I was just a little inaccurate on placing my jump spell, and the bowlers ended up walking out, but it should be fine. They should just come back towards the town hall. Yeah, right there. And now we've just got this little strip left by near like the enemy king, which should be okay because now we've got our queen joining our bowlers as well, so the town hall is handled pretty much. Yeah, we've just got the little area behind the town hall to worry about now, and it should be fine. Like we've still got our king with his ability walking around the base. The flame finger did an amazing job. It cleared the eagle, it cleared the multi-inferno, and as you can see there's like nothing left on the base. So for the anti-threes, it's best to just work out with the starting weaknesses and form a plan around them. And you can see like the bowlers had to do like nothing, they just needed like one rage. Okay, for the last one, we've got an anti-2-star style base surprise, but I'm gonna do a bit of a different approach on this one. You can see the warden area, the enemy warden area is kind of free for flame flinger, so I'm gonna try to create a funnel point starting from there, and this is going to be very unusual because I'm not going to be approaching from the edge of the base. So if we combine the efforts of the warden for the ground expo, and if I have the flame finger going for the enemy warden and the multi-inferno, that should be a good pickup for my flame finger. But considering the start, that means that I'll have to rotate anti-clockwise around the rest of the base over here. So we're gonna have to prepare to walk around the left side of the base, and you can see like the flank is like very light over here. There's like nothing for us to worry about. It's best for us to use the queen to funnel on this one. That way the smash can stick to the inner rings, and we can have like rage bowlers like perfectly bouncing around at opportunistic times, going for the town hall. And you just need to, because it's not a strict funnel into the core of the base, we need to kind of keep an eye on the bowlers and kind of understand when we are gonna need to place our jump spell. So definitely keep an eye for when the bowlers try to stick closer to the walls near the town hall. That's definitely when we're going to be using our jump spell for them. And yeah, we don't even need to start with the queen over here because it's pretty much a free funnel for us. Yeah, everybody's just going to walk right into the base over here. There's no chance that they walk out. The enemy RC is just going to pull everybody in. And yeah, the queen's going to keep handling like 2 layers of buildings on her own, while the bowlers are going to like definitely smash the entire core. You can see they're going to start like leaking into the base right now. Yeah, perfect time for us to utilize most of the resources. The queen's doing a wonderful job staying outside. Bowlers are splitting, but that's perfectly fine because we've got a good spread across the entire area, and we have like a well placed rage spell, and the king took down the town hall for us as well. Not much else for us to do. Once again, like the queen is just never going to take any damage, and the RC can just handle those remaining multi-infernos in the core because we've already handled the CC, nothing to worry about. It's pretty much just walking around counterclockwise at this point, because like once again we had a very good start with our flame flinger and our warden, and the queen also took no damage whatsoever. She handled the outer 2 layers all on her own. Bowlers are easy at Town Hall 16. Try them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.